Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the timeless wisdom of Buddha and uncovering his top 5 rules for a stress-free life. These aren't just ancient principles, they're powerful tools for navigating the challenges and chaos of our modern world. We all experience stress, it's a natural part of life. But when stress starts to consume our thoughts, dictate our actions, and steal our inner peace, that's when we need to make a change. Buddha's teachings offer a path forward, a way to reclaim our peace and live with greater purpose and intention. Trust me, you don't want to miss number 3. It's truly amazing. Get ready to transform your relationship with stress and unlock a life of greater calm and fulfillment. Let's begin. Our first rule is all about mindfulness. Buddha taught that the root of suffering lies in our own minds, in our constant craving for the past, or worrying about the future. We get so caught up in the what-ifs and if-onlys that we forget to experience the beauty of the present moment. Mindfulness is about bringing our awareness to this very moment, without judgment. It's about noticing the sights, sounds, sensations, and thoughts around us, without getting swept away by them. Think of it like watching clouds drift by. You observe them without trying to change their shape or speed. When we practice mindfulness, we start to create a space between ourselves and our thoughts. We can observe our stress response without letting it consume us. We begin to see that our thoughts are just thoughts, not necessarily facts. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. Your mind might immediately jump to frustration, anger, or anxiety. I'm going to be late. This is going to ruin my day. These thoughts can spiral out of control. But with mindfulness, you can acknowledge those thoughts without letting them dictate your emotional state. You can choose to focus on your breath, the feeling of the steering wheel in your hands, or the music playing on the radio. The more we practice mindfulness, the more we train our minds to become anchored in the present. We start to respond to situations from a place of clarity and awareness rather than reacting impulsively from a place of stress. And in that space of presence, we find a sense of peace that no external circumstance can take away. Buddha's second rule for a stress-free life is compassion, both for ourselves and for others. When we're caught in the grip of stress, it's easy to get trapped in our own little bubble of worry and fear. But compassion allows us to break free from that self-centeredness and connect with something much larger than ourselves. Think about a time when you were struggling. Did judging yourself harshly or isolating yourself help the situation? Or did kindness and understanding from yourself or others make it a little bit easier to cope? Compassion is like that. It's a balm for the soul, both for the giver and the receiver. When we cultivate compassion, we start to see the world through a different lens. We recognize that everyone is fighting their own battles, facing their own challenges. This understanding can help us let go of judgment and resentment, replacing them with empathy and kindness. Compassion isn't about condoning harmful actions. It's about recognizing the shared humanity in all of us. It's about understanding that everyone makes mistakes, and everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Start by practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a close friend. Forgive yourself for your mistakes and celebrate your accomplishments. As you cultivate self-compassion, it will naturally extend outwards to encompass those around you. Remember, compassion isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It takes courage to open our hearts, even when we're hurting. But in that opening, in that willingness to connect, we find a profound sense of peace and interconnectedness that stress can't touch. This brings us to Buddha's third rule, and it's a big one: letting go. This principle is often misunderstood. We think letting go means giving up or becoming passive. But true letting go is an act of radical acceptance and incredible strength. Think about it like this. Imagine holding onto a hot coal. The tighter you grip, the more it burns. Letting go might seem counterintuitive, even painful at first, but it's the only way to free yourself from the pain. Buddha taught that attachment is the root of suffering. We cling to things, to people, possessions, ideas, outcomes, as if our happiness depends on them. But the truth is, everything in life is impermanent. Change is the only constant. When we resist change, when we try to control everything, that's when stress takes hold. Letting go doesn't mean we don't care. It means we trust that whatever unfolds is a part of a larger plan, even if we don't understand it in the moment. I remember once I was so attached to the outcome of a project that I poured my heart and soul into it. When it didn't go as planned, I was devastated. I felt like a failure. But then I remembered Buddha's teachings on letting go. I realized that my attachment to the outcome was causing me unnecessary suffering. I had done my best, and that was all that mattered. I decided to let go of the need to control the outcome and instead focus on the lessons I could learn from the experience. It was a difficult but liberating experience. Letting go is a practice. It's something we have to cultivate every single day. It's about surrendering to the flow of life, trusting that we are exactly where we need to be in this moment. And in that surrender we find a profound sense of peace and freedom that no amount of clinging can ever provide. Buddha's fourth rule for a stress-free life is simplicity. In a world that constantly bombards us with messages of more, it's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of material possessions, external validation, and endless to-do lists. But true happiness, Buddha taught, is found not in accumulating more, but in needing less. Think about your own life. How much of your time and energy is spent chasing things that ultimately don't bring you lasting joy? Are you constantly comparing yourself to others, striving for a level of perfection that's unattainable? Simplicity invites us to step off that treadmill of desire and rediscover the beauty of what truly matters. Simplicity isn't about deprivation. It's about conscious living. It's about identifying what adds value to our lives and letting go of the rest. It's about creating space for the things that truly matter, spending time with loved ones, pursuing our passions, connecting with nature. Start by simplifying your physical space. Declutter your home. Get rid of things you no longer use or need. You might be surprised by how freeing it feels to let go of physical clutter. Then, look at your commitments. Are you overscheduled, saying yes to obligations that drain your energy? Learn to set boundaries and prioritize your well-being. Simplicity is a journey, not a destination. It's about making conscious choices that align with our values and bring us closer to a life of purpose and meaning. And in that simplicity, we often find a sense of peace and contentment that eludes us when we're constantly striving for more. Our final rule, gratitude, might seem simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Gratitude is the antidote to negativity. It's the key to unlocking joy in the present moment, regardless of our circumstances. When we focus on what we lack, when we take our blessings for granted, it's easy to fall into a scarcity mindset. We start to believe there's not enough to go around, that we're always missing out. But gratitude shifts our perspective. It helps us to see the abundance that already exists in our lives. Think about all the good things you have in your life right now: your health, your loved ones, a roof over your head, a warm meal. These might seem like small things, but they're blessings nonetheless. Start each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a sunny day, a good cup of coffee, or a kind word from a stranger. As you cultivate a habit of gratitude, you'll find that your perspective begins to shift. You'll start to notice the good in your life more readily, and the challenges you face will feel less daunting. Gratitude is a powerful force for good. It not only reduces stress and increases happiness, but also strengthens relationships, improves physical health, and enhances our overall well-being. Remember, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. When we approach life with an attitude of gratitude, we open ourselves up to receiving even more blessings. And in that space of abundance, stress simply melts away. Thank you for watching. If you found these rules helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Remember, a stress-free life is just a few mindful steps away. It's about making conscious choices, cultivating compassion, letting go of what no longer serves you, embracing simplicity, and approaching life with a grateful heart. Start incorporating these rules into your own life, and experience the transformative power of Buddha's teachings. You deserve to live a life filled with peace, purpose, and joy. See you in the next